I cracked this piece of glass that I bought because we were trying to make stage lights for Middle Earth. But instead of buying stage lights, I bought halogen floodlights because they're like so much cheaper, and we're working with a budget of. So I put the thing too close to the light, cracked. Thought it might, but what can you do? You're hustling. So I also got some green paint, but it's not dark enough, so I don't know if we're gonna have the green light effect. Hopefully, these people, like these guys, Cliff and Tink and Ed of them, are gonna be cool with just having like some yellow light. I say I hope they're gonna be cool with it, as if I'm like expecting some kind of approval from them. The reality is I'm running around town almost all day these days at my own expense, just buying things and trying to fulfill objectives. In this case, create a green light. So it doesn't actually matter what they think, to be perfectly honest, but just making progress, getting there slowly. Most of the days nowadays I'm sitting here. For the last 2 weeks I've been working on this live set for Pravda, and I shut it down. Anyway, it's it's the dance music. The objective here is to create a live music set which contains elements of like looping and the DJ crossfading formats, but relies much more heavily on live performance using the instruments that we've got, which is double bass guitar, trumpet and clarinet. So it's kind of like instead of a drummer, we've got this DJ thing, and we're trying to work it so that like we're including like live MIDI sounds. Okay, there's no MIDI coming out now, but live MIDI sounds using this controlling device, filters, cutoffs, all that kind of stuff, like synthesis of electronics and instruments. Once again, all at my own expense and a huge act of faith. I have no idea if this is going to fly. In the last couple of months, we've had like a few requests for weddings, and we've played a few weddings. It's been great. We're certainly starting to like hone our ability on. It's such a deep and complex thing, actually. Like it's maths, man. It's like trying to work out how many bars to wait before you have to trigger the next scene automatically or manually, depending on which stage of the set you're in. Like, I can't even explain it. It's ridiculous. The bottom line is, this Pravda thing that started 8 years ago and has just refused to die is now stronger than ever. It's really cool, So yeah, getting into the business side of things too, learning how to going to the bank and trying to set up sub accounts so I can separate my personal finances from business finances, for example. And got invoices and templates and all this stuff. I get so caught up in my head with what I'm trying to do and all that I forget how much people play a role in this industry. My job is actually more about managing and motivating and encouraging people to be the best that they can be. So if the guy wants to, for example, play his instrument more, then I have to work that into the live set. I have to encourage that direction, otherwise that person's self-motivation will run out. Or if they want to, do something, if like, I've got to be open to suggestions, but firm enough to know how to make decisions. And it's this very thin tightrope being in a leadership position with regards to bands and all that. The Pravda would be my A band. That's the thing. That's my labor of love. And then Middle Earth is a band that, their material's been around for 20 years actually. They've been playing music forever. But I've only joined in the last 2 years. But it's very encouraging how they have come out of their shells in a way. Cliff and Dan and Annette and Tink and Ed, they're learning to be okay with quoting a client for money instead of just playing for tips. For example, to recoup some of the costs of running a band. Of petrol and all that stuff. These shouldn't be additional things. These should be an integral part of it. Also learning that a band is not just about people who play music. It's any successful act involves a crew of people all around them. You've got photographer and sound engineer and this person and that person who should be considered part of the vehicle. There should be gigs shouldn't be able to happen, good gigs shouldn't be able to happen without all these elements. And it all starts here, hey? It all starts in your head. You've got to change the way you think, and then let that be proved wrong and fail at it miserably many times, and then have a glimpse of potential. And after all, it's potential that keeps you going. It's potential that makes you want to get up like this on a Thursday morning at 7:30 or whatever, and just keep on cracking away. You know, it's the potential that I could get paid in time. You know, people could book us, and I could sort my rent out and get my teeth fixed and buy tires for my car and like all this stupid admin stuff. It's just, it's life, but it just seems like it gets in the way of how I've got like potential. You know, this has all got potential. So yeah, without getting too down about it, quite excited. Things are going in the right direction. So right now on the agenda, the objectives would be to get Cullen, our new bass player, up to speed on the set. Keep on adding classic swing and jazz numbers to our acoustic repertoire. We got a booking for in June for 2 hours of acoustic, which we can only play maybe half of that now. So keep on working on this stuff. That's what Pravda. And with middle, to get this light fixed, we're playing at Montebello on Thursday, which is going to be cool. It's like a feature gig. We've got two serious evening rehearsals next week at the studio, so we've got to make that kind of stuff part of the you know, like the everyday, you know, not like a special occasion. Keep on going. All right, cool. Blah blah blah. See you.